What if I told you billionaires aren't who you think they are? Behind the jets and Rolexes are scars, failures, and brutal lessons. Welcome to School of Hard Knocks, the YouTube channel that rips off the mask of wealth and dives into what builds empires. It's not about flaunting success. It's about exposing the pain behind it. Today, we'll explain how this channel unlocked billionaire minds and became the go-to source for raw, unfiltered entrepreneurial truth. Okay, let's talk about how School of Hard Knocks blew up. Because it didn't begin with billionaires sipping champagne on boats. Nope, it began with something much more powerful. A mission. What's the goal? Share true stories. Not the phony, polished content you see on social media, but the real deal. Late nights, failed businesses, broken aspirations, and the comebacks that followed. From the start, it was raw and honest. No fancy editing, no name dropping. Just genuine folks discussing what it takes to develop something from the ground up. Early on, the channel focused on self-made millionaires. People who lost everything and rebuilt or who converted side hustles into empires. They weren't household names, yet their stories resonated deeply. Why? Because they were relatable. It made you think, hey, maybe I can do this too. And suddenly something changed. As more viewers tuned in, the channel's vision expanded. The host, who was extremely low-key, was not looking for attention. He was pursuing depth. He asked questions that no one else was asking. As a result, the appropriate people began to agree. Billionaires, leaders in their industries, global entrepreneurs. Suddenly, this little underdog channel could reach penthouses, boardrooms, and even private islands. Now, School of Hard Knocks is more than just a YouTube channel. It is a platform, a movement, a place where the ultra-successful may let go of their egos, shed the script, and talk about what truly matters: pain, purpose, and life-changing situations. And the crazy part? It's only just getting started. So, what distinguishes School of Hard Knocks from the myriad of interview podcasts out there? Let's be honest. Nowadays, everyone has a microphone and a guest. But what about this channel? It hits differently. First and foremost, sincerity is essential. Not just basic, how did you get rich questions. It goes much deeper. Instead of merely talking about numbers and net worth, it focuses on the person behind the hustle. Most people never express their pain or doubt aloud. The host plays a significant role in this. He doesn't stick to the script. He reads the room and follows the spirit of the guest. One moment you're discussing company strategy, and the next, boom, someone opens up about losing a parent, battling with anxiety, or questioning everything even after success. It's raw, and is it honest? It's kind of gorgeous. And let's talk about visuals. This isn't your standard Zoom call podcast. Each episode is shot in a magnificent location. Consider sparkling high-rises in New York, minimalist beach houses, or even a tranquil ranch in Montana. The setting contributes to the story. It demonstrates that success does not have a uniform appearance. It is personal, just like the adventures being described. And the name? School of Hard Knocks is not only catchy but also significant. Every guest earned their accomplishment the hard way. No shortcuts, just like delivering punches, and they always get back up. That is what sets it apart. It's not only about what they've built, it is about what they have gone through. Now let's get to what you came here for. Billionaire interviews, the jaw-dropping moments, the mindset shifts, and unanticipated weakness. Let's face it, when billionaires speak, we listen. But how do they talk on School of Hard Knocks? That's what makes it unique. The channel truly took off when it began featuring high-profile billionaires, luxury tycoons, and industry luminaries. These were not rehearsed public relations fluff pieces. These were candid sit-down conversations in which business heavyweights let down their guard and shared the truth. The murky truth. CNBC never airs this type of news. Let's look at some of the most memorable interviews that help define the channel. 1. Alex Hormozi, the king of scaling businesses. Okay, Alex isn't a billionaire, yet, but the man's mind is invaluable. His episode was a mentality tutorial, as he's known for his no-nonsense approach to developing businesses and creating value. But what was the most impactful moment for viewers? When he got emotional discussing identity. He responded, "If you remove the business from me, I didn't know who I was anymore." That word, that sensation, struck a chord with thousands of people. Because how many people base their worth on their work? Hormozi's candor elevated his episode to one of the channel's most popular videos. 2. Patrick Bet David. From war refugee to boardroom. Boss PBD's story sounds like something from a Hollywood film. Escaping war-torn Iran, living in refugee camps. Then he worked his way to the top of the corporate world. When he sat down with the School of Hard Knocks, he didn't just share a rags-to-riches narrative. He delivered a wake-up message. What's his line? Do you want to make millions? Then quit acting like a broke kid hoping for a miracle. No fluff, just fire. This was one of the most popular and referenced interviews in the channel's history, and for good cause. His combination of harsh love, patriotism, and clarity of vision made it a must-watch. 3. Dan Pena, the billion-dollar bully. Dan Pena, whether you love him or hate him, is a fiery personality. Known for his screaming, cursing, and no-excuses attitude, his episode was wild, intense, and incredibly affecting. Because yes, he barked at the camera. But then, he opened up. He talked about losing friendships, about familial sacrifices, about crying when no one is watching. And the contrast between bulldozer and broken man was memorable. It demonstrated to spectators that even the loudest titans bleed. That power does not imply perfection. 4. Grant Cardone, from addict to jet owner. Grant's narrative is now legendary. Drug addiction, car dealership days, sleeping on a mattress on the floor, and then constructing a real estate empire and flying private jets. What stood out about his presence on School of Hard Knocks? A combination of raw hustle and shameless ambition. He stated, 10x isn't a tactic, it's a mindset. And yes, he did provide a full-on jet tour. However, it wasn't just flexing, it was storytelling. A reminder of what is possible when you think far bigger. 5. Tai Lopez, from viral ad to real business mogul. You remember the Lamborghini advertisement in the garage, right? Everyone did. But in this interview, Tai dropped the theatrics and became honest. He talked about reading 5,000 books, learning from mentors, and acquiring companies like Dress Barn and Pier 1. What's his line? I don't follow trends, I seek attention. Then I create something timeless. It was a lesson in current strategy, with equal parts digital and traditional approaches. 6. The Anonymous Billionaire. Lessons in Silence. This one became viral for an entirely different reason. What about the guest? Completely anonymous. The face blurred, voice changed. He discussed the negative aspects of wealth, loneliness, distrust, and pressure. He stated, I made it, but sometimes I miss being unknown. That line landed hard. It triggered debates on Reddit and YouTube comments about privacy, mental health, and what you truly sacrifice when you make it. No flexing, no name-dropping, just straight-up honesty from someone who has it all but yet wondered what it cost him. This is where things become powerful because it isn't only about who is being interviewed but also about who is watching. Each episode of School of Hard Knocks has real-world treasures. People are genuinely putting that information into practice. You'll see comments like, I'm 17. I dropped out of school and used what I learned here to launch a Shopify store. I'm 40, quit my job, started a consulting business, and landed my first client this week. I'm a single mother. I collected notes from the Tai Lopez episode, proposed my product, and received funding. This is more than just content. It's about transformation one episode at a time. What about the host? He constantly says the same thing. If just one person walks away thinking, I can do this too, we've done our job. With millions of subscribers and hundreds of millions of views, it's easy to say they've done an outstanding job. They've created a tribe, a community of people who are willing to grow, fail, and believe in themselves. Because success is not reserved. It is earned through harsh knocks. So, what comes next for School of Hard Knocks? Well, the rumors are quite juicy. They are reportedly moving beyond interviews. Consider behind-the-scenes documentaries. Day in the Life features billionaires, deep dives into luxury brands and how they are actually built. There is even talk of a Netflix or Amazon Prime collaboration. Imagine putting those billionaire interviews to the big screen, movie style. And more global stories are on the way. From Africa to Asia to the Middle East, the School of Hard Knocks is looking globally. Because ambition has no nationality. And success? It speaks every language. At the end of the day, this channel is not about displaying money. It is about revealing the true narrative behind it: pain, grind, and growth. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for the latest updates.